Well, the food's going up. That's a good sign. Not so much out here, but oh, hey, what's up? This is Merchant. They come down the river, they park, and you get a little notification. Then you go to the trade, and you see what they're bringing. So he's bringing squash seeds, and they are expensive as the dickens. And I already have some, so it's like, okay, cool. I can request the different seeds from them, but if I thought this was expensive, it's going to be so much worse from the others. Actually, I think I did order these, and that's how much they are. I think they're like 2,500 per seeds. Huh. It's terrible. So we'll just... Okay, thanks! Thanks for coming. See you later. Bye. Alright, so I've got a bunch of orchards of all sorts of things out here. Just for the sake of here we go, let's put in an orchard. So, 15 by 4 is the max, or 15 is the max length, but I'm hitting things, so this one will be 14 by 4. And then they just have to clear it, and then I choose what's planted. Pastures actually have construction because they need fences, obviously. You can set your size. You can make them smaller. So they could be like little backyard chicken things, which is very cool. And you can see what they're producing. Producing wool and mutton. It'll always produce wool, but it won't produce any mutton until after the herd is large enough for them to actually start, you know, slaughtering them. Same story for chickens. They'll always produce eggs. Boy, do they produce eggs. But they won't produce chicken until numbers allow. And because of that, I have cows. There's cows. Cows are much the same, only they would do leather and beef, and they would only do that when full. But there is a creamery mod that allows it to produce milk. Well, I'm not highlighting the thing. Here is... Somewhere is a creamery. Nope, that's a schoolhouse with a lot of students in it. Tavern. Creamery there. They can make yogurt, cheese, and cream, which is just an increase of food variety, and that's always a good thing. My town is large, which is why I'm like not able to keep up with anything. So you have to balance, because here's something else. People don't want to have to walk super far to work. I mean, would you? So it's good to have little collections of housing near your heavy employers. This only does one, so... The people tend to try to live close. Tunnels are a good thing. You can even click on a house and see where everybody works for it. And that's a boarding house, currently empty. Um, 22 people is for all the pastures. I can drop it, and it will evenly take off. Usually this pasture takes 2 people per pasture. You can do it with 1, but the animal health is like, so they don't actually increase as much, which decreases the amount of meat you get. And if you leave with none, the reproduction is a lot slower, and obviously you get no meat production whatsoever. So that's on pastures. I have not had... Oh, here, yeah. I've got some pestilence going on here, which is great. So I've got a chestnut thing that's like completely infested. We'll switch it over to apple, and we'll cut all the trees, and hopefully that'll clear it up. There should be an apple over here, which I will switch over to chestnut, and hopefully it will not get infested before. So people will come, they'll cut down these trees, and I do get the logs for it, which is nice. And then they'll replant. And hopefully it'll clear up this nasty haze of pestilence. You can actually get the same haze in like the pastures, which is awful. But they won't plant in the winter. I'm like, why is this one empty? Because it apparently got hit with pestilence too. So these people all live in this little section. It's a lovely place, isn't it? I just left the little iron rock garden thing in front of the church because it made me happy. It doesn't take much. I figure they'll eventually plant it. got a little pasture over here. And it tends to grow out in circles. Oh, they did already plant it. They just hadn't grown yet. Excellent. So these are little pear trees growing. Pestilence seems to have stopped, so it must have been this field and not this one. Whoops. Hello, trader. What do you have? You have a whole lot of food. Wow. I think I will buy a bunch of food from you because... Oh, you have a bunch of everything. I don't have a lot of supplies here. The seedlings come from the decoration mod so that you can actually plant permanent trees around. Let's see if I can find some, because I have been putting them in. Because these trees will eventually fall and die. But this is one from the mod. It's eternal. It will not fall down. It will not be cut down. It has to be deconstructed like a building, which is fine. Okay, we're gonna buy roots. We're gonna buy half your roots. And your cheese is expensive. This one's not super well stocked. You can see the cost of things. This one, usually you don't get people bringing so many seeds. This person is like freaking amazing for their supplies. And walnuts. And the seedlings, they're grown in the greenhouse and they're a mod, but they're worth 8. That's like worth more than anything, and it feels a little cheaty, but I really like the decorations, so I'm like, I probably won't even have enough food to trade. Or enough supplies to trade. Yeah, no. Okay, we'll do fewer walnuts. Overpaying by 6 units. Well, fine, I'll take 6 walnuts. And there we go. Go away. And another one came, so I have to follow the river and find out which place. Stone bridges, also a mod. No difference over wood bridges, just supplies taken to build it, and aesthetics. Okay, you're here. You're bringing me stone. I'm currently good on stone, but thank you for coming. And there's another trading post down here that might, or might not, have a boat sitting at it. It does not. Okay. So we've got a tiny little thing out here. They don't mind walking for their food. And honestly, those of you, these people out here in the sticks might have a better supply of food in their house. Variety of fresh veggies wise than most. Okay, those guys maybe not. Beans and beef. Delish. I can make some chili out of that, and it would be amazing. So, relatively simple buildings and supplies. But it just gets complicated the bigger it gets, as most city builders do. So, like I said, if you actually want to watch me flail around and yell at this over an extended period of time, let me know. And until I find another game to rant and ramble ceaselessly about, y'all take it easy. Go work.